The Constitution of India. Part 6. The States. Chapter 3. The State Legislature. Powers, privileges and immunities of state legislatures and their members. Article 194. Powers, privileges, etc., of the Houses of Legislatures and of the members and committees thereof. 1. Subject to the provisions of this and to the rules and standing orders regulating the procedure of the legislature, there shall be freedom of speech in the legislature of every state. 2. No member of the legislature of a state shall be liable to any proceedings in any court in respect of anything said or any vote given by him in the legislature or any committee thereof, and no person shall be so liable in respect of the publication by or under the authority of a house of such a legislature of any report, paper, votes or proceedings. 3. In other respects, the powers, privileges and immunities of a house of the legislature of a state, and of the members and the committees of a house of such legislature, shall be such as may from time to time be defined by the legislature by law, and, until so defined, shall be those of that house and of its members and committees immediately before the coming into force of Section 26 of the Constitution, 44th Amendment, Act, 1978. 4. The provisions of clauses 1, 2, and 3 shall apply in relation to persons who by virtue of this Constitution have the right to speak in, and otherwise to take part in the proceedings of, a house of the legislature of a state or any committee thereof, as they apply in relation to members of that legislature.
Article 194 of the Indian Constitution deals with the powers, privileges and immunities of the state legislatures, their members, and their committees. It is a very important article in the Constitution, as it ensures that the legislature can function independently and without fear of interference from the courts or the executive. The article has two parts. Part 1 guarantees freedom of speech in the legislature. This means that members of the legislature are free to say whatever they want in the House, without fear of being sued or prosecuted. This freedom is essential for effective debate and discussion in the legislature. Part 2 provides immunity to members of the legislature and other persons from legal proceedings in respect of anything said or any vote given in the legislature or any committee thereof. This immunity is also essential for the effective functioning of the legislature, as it allows members to speak freely and vote without fear of being sued or prosecuted. The immunity provided by Article 194 is not absolute. It does not extend to defamatory statements made in the legislature. Additionally, the courts have held that the immunity does not apply to criminal offences committed in the legislature. Article 194 is a vital safeguard for the independence of the legislature. It ensures that the legislature can function freely and without fear of interference from the other branches of government.